Good morning guys and welcome back to another day. It is freezing cold. I'm sat up on the side of a hill shooting Colmers Hill this morning, and I wanted to make a video about these things, filters. Well, particularly graduated filters, because I still get a lot of questions asking what are those things on the front of your lens, what do they do, can you show me a bit more about them? And when I run workshops, people are always really inquisitive about filters and how they work and what I have in my bag and what I use and why I use them. So I thought I would make a little bit of a vlog slash kind of sunrise shoot and talk about what I use. This morning I'm at Colmers Hill, and the normal route up towards where you normally shoot Colmers Hill, there was about 300 sheep, so, and they're all lambing at the moment. There's baby lambs running around, so they're a bit protective, so I didn't chance going through them. I've come back a little bit and scaled the hill just behind that one, and it's lovely because I've got a different perspective again to what I've shot before, and actually this way you can see more of the trees on top of the hill. I do apologise as well for the wind. It is very windy. It's coming straight at me, so hopefully you should be able to hear what I'm saying. So let's go on to the filters. I use case filters. I used to use Lee, and before that I used Format High Tech, but I found Case have zero color cast, unlike some of the other brands. But whatever filters you use, the same principle applies. They all kind of do the same thing. So whatever filters you have or use, you'll be able to create images exactly like I can this morning, and do the same sort of things with the graduated filters. In my filter set I have a 3-stop soft edge graduated filter. I'll pop them on my Sony in a minute and film so you can see the effects of each one and what they do. So I have a 3-stop soft graduated filter. That's a soft edge, as you can see, it just blends in slowly. I have a 3-stop reverse graduated filter. Now I didn't used to use these until I used Case, and one of my friends, Jack, said get a reverse grad, they'll probably be the best thing you've ever bought, and it is probably the best thing I've ever bought. It is fantastic, perfect for seascapes, perfect for bright horizons, but it's a hard edge, well, hardish edge. But we'll pop it in front of the lens in a minute and I can show you. And I also have a 2-stop hard grad, so slightly less in strength but a hard edge, and again perfect for seascapes, and sometimes I use it in conjunction with my soft grad. Okay, so what we're going to do now is pop the grads in front of my lens right now in real time, and I'm going to show you what they do and what they do to the sky and to transform the image. So as you can see right now, I've got a very misty Colmers Hill. This is about 20 to 6 in the morning. You can see a bit of a pinky glow on the horizon there, and sunrise is in about half an hour's time. But what you can see is the sky is completely blown out, so there's no data up there. You can't see the definition in the clouds, you can't really see the colour. To my eye, that big pink band is really pink and really defined, so this is where we would use a graduated filter. And as I pull down the filter, you'll be able to see it take control. There you go, you see the image slowly get a bit darker. There we go, that is the 3-stop soft graduated filter in there. So you didn't really see it come down, but it is taking an effect there. And if I drop the ISO a little bit, so I would probably be shooting probably about there. That's 0.7 of a stop below, so I would probably be shooting at about 0.7 to 1 stop below, just to expose for the sky, and I can retrieve all the shadows later on in post. But you can see the difference there if I slide it back up again without, and then sliding down 3-stop soft, what an effect it has. It is quite remarkable. Now let's take that one out and we'll pop in a different grad. So we have 2-stop hard this time, so this is a hard edge. So let's pop that one in and see what that one does. Let's slide it on down, and you can see the hard edge start to come down. So I am in at 70mm, so the wider you are, the more defined that hard edge is going to be. Because I'm in at 70mm, because Colmers Hill is quite a way away, it's not as hard as a hard edge should be. You can get very hard edge grads, but this is still a hard edge, but you can see it come down. So it actually works quite well at 70mm, I'm actually surprised. So I was using the soft, but actually a hard could be quite good here. The reverse might be even better actually in a minute, but we'll pop that one in a minute. So yeah, this is the 2-stop hard edge, and you can see it just come down there. It's all about trying to line it up with the conditions that you have, and you can rotate them left and right just to balance the image, and it'll probably sit somewhere around about there. But The only issue with hard grads is, especially with a composition like this in Colmers Hill, is that you can see sometimes the hard grad. If I've got the trees poking up over the horizon and I pop my hard grad down over the top of it, you can see it sometimes. But luckily, I think this morning, being in at 70 mil, 80 mil, you can't see the hard edge as much. Again, I do apologise for the audio. It's proper blowy this morning. So let's take that one out and we'll pop in the free stop reverse. So this is probably my favourite filter. As you can see, it's harder in the middle and then it blends up into nothing, whereas the soft graduated filter blends into dark and the hard is just a continuous dark with a harder edge. This is the reverse, so it kind of just blends up into nothing. So if you've got a harsh sun, this works perfectly because it just blends up into nothing and you can't really see that it's in. So let's pop this one in front of the lens. I think this might be the one this morning actually. So we'll slide it on down. There we go, taking control. So then I would pop my filter in just like that. I would focus on the trees, make sure they're absolutely pin sharp. I would tend to expose 0.7 one stop below, and that just allows me to be able to pull the shadows back up later, but more importantly get the detail in the sky, because if I overexpose the image I'm going to lose that detail in the sky. That is graduated ND filters. I have 3, 2 stop hard, 3 stop soft and 3 stop reverse, and that is it. I have a 6 stop ND filter and a 10 stop, so essentially like the little stopper and the big stopper. The sky is really starting to kick off, so bear with me. I'm going to get this shot in the bag and I'll talk you through it in a minute. Okay, so the sky is kicking off and it looks absolutely amazing right now. I've shot that panorama, as you can see, it worked out a treat, and the sky has just progressed and progressed and it's just starting to fade now, so I've got some shots in the bag. I'll probably pick the best one out of the ones that I've shot, but I've put the 24-70 f4 Zeiss on just to get a wider perspective than before, just making sure my focus is absolutely pin sharp. Right now I have a 3 stop reverse in, and I also have a 3 stop soft, believe it or not, but they're not all the way in, so they're not all taking effect. I have the 3 stop reverse on the horizon where the brightest part of the sun coming up is, and I also have the 3 stop soft just capping off the top of the image, just allowing it to just blend up naturally, and that's just judging it by eye really. You can just kind of see if it just doesn't look right. So this is a 1/5 of a second f5.6 ISO 100, 2-second timers, and that's it. Absolutely awesome morning. I hope you guys have learned a little bit more about graduated filters if you've needed to, but they are absolutely vital in making images look just perfect. You can bracket your exposures, HDR they're called, but the only problem with that is if you let Lightroom or Photoshop blend them for you and then you pull down the highlights and you push the shadows even more, they can look very, very HDR and they can look very fake. Whereas if you get it right in camera and balance the sky, and as the sky changes, change the grads and just work with it, because it is literally an art form in itself. Mastering filters is a completely different game, but once you can do it properly, it can really, really help your photography, really help your photography and just push you on and on and on. But this sky is absolutely insane this morning. It's just what I needed. As you can see, you can probably hear by my voice, chirped up a little bit. What a morning, absolutely epic.
just where he was needed. Gleamed in black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody is losing. Faces merchant change, but your face remains the same.
And just like that, the sky is just like a normal day now. It's bright, white, the sun hasn't even come up yet. I'm packing my stuff away because I've got the shots already, so I'm happy with those shots. And lovely morning. Morale is lifted, but it is nice when you get rewarded for all your hard effort. So I hope you guys have learned a little bit about graduated ND filters. Sky changes so quickly, so you've got to be ready. I hope this has been of use to some of you out there, and I hope you've enjoyed this morning and those images. I'm pretty chuffed with those images. They do look fantastic. So I'm going to end this one here because I'm freezing cold and I need some breakfast and I really need some coffee. Coffee, I've actually got some coffee this morning. In the last vlog, when me and Tim went down to Mute Bay, I said that I was going to go and have some coffee, went back, had a swig of it, and it tasted of soap because the evening before I properly scrubbed it out. Because you know what flasks are like, they end up stinking. I scrubbed it out like properly for a good 10 or 15 minutes. I thought I washed it all out, but got a mouthful of fairy liquid or whatever it is, so it wasn't very nice. So coffee, wake up, and yeah, get on with the day. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel already, please do consider clicking that subscribe button below. Give us a like, tell us what you think down in the comments, tell us what grads you're using, and I will see you guys in the next one. Nice.